Old Fashioned Football on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Kalshi. Make real money predicting sports. Kalshi is available in a ton of states, and you get $10 free with promo code SGPN. That's Kalshi, promo code SGPN.
Hey, what's up? This is Sam Macho, and you're listening to Old Fashioned Football.
Welcome to Old Fashioned Football. If you're wondering who you're listening to, this is J Mark. You can find me on the X at J Mark Football. Us is at Old Fashioned FB. Before I keep going to talk a little underdog and the Final Four of Whiskey Madness, I got to introduce my co-host on the pod and in life, Mur. You can find her on the X at the Mur Mark. How you doing today? I switched my words a little bit there.
Yeah, you're like jumping us up here. I'm doing good. How are you?
Doing good. We had a nice weekend with the fam. We got to drink some good whiskey.
We definitely did.
So I mean, it's hard to complain after that. I had you weren't there because you went to a show with the ladies, but the guys went to a basement bar called Dubliner, and I had a little red breast Lestau, which was very good. Very good. That's a bottle we do have, and it's nice and smoky Irish whiskey. But we're not drinking Irish whiskey today.
No. We're not.
We're doing our Final Four.
Final Four of the Whiskey Madness.
Yes. And you are doing the bourbons.
Yes, because I can't do the ryes because I am
too biased. Too biased. Correct.
I drink more ryes than I drink bourbon. So it's better for me. You would think we should do the opposite, but I am biased to one of the whiskeys that are in that final, I guess the final two of the rye. But.
Yeah. And it's funny, we had some people try these, and it was mixed results on which one was better. So
they're both very good.
They are both very good. We're also going to talk a little Underdog Pick'em because it's that time of year when you start looking at some season-long stuff and stat projections on Underdog. And even though the draft hasn't taken place, it's fun to kind of get on these because a lot of them, they may go up or down as the draft happens. So kind of going to take a look at a couple of those.
Yeah.
Shout out to the chat. Jamie saying, hi, Miranda. What's up, J Mark? How's it going, Jamie?
Hello.
Hope you're doing well. Big Game James, they call him. Didn't know if you knew that, but that's what they call him. His closest friends, like myself. Call him.
Of course.
Or it's his Twitter handle. One of the two. I don't know. Real quick, before we do talk a little underdog, baseball is back, and so is the MLB Gambling Podcast. Daily Picks Podcast breaking down all the MLB action. Get it on the SGPN app or wherever you get your podcast. Make sure you're following. I mean, it's got to be one of the few MLB gambling podcasts with a guy across the pond, that would be Malcolm, who gave out 3 hitter props on opening day and nailed all 3 of them. So you got to go check them out. They'll win you some cash. They'll win you some cash.
Yes. Well, Justin.
Yeah.
I think we should jump right into some NFL picks on Underdog.
You're jumping right in. Is that because you're anxious to get to the whiskey?
Of course.
I knew it.
I mean, that's the reason we push through all the NFL.
Absolutely. It's also his sleeper ID, Big Game James. Anyways, sorry. I knew it was something.
So I'm going to have us take a look at the NFC first.
Okay.
So here we go, Justin.
All right.
Caleb Williams passing yards.
Starting strong.
I know. I gotta start with your boy here for the NFC. If we're talking the NFC, we gotta talk some.
That's fair.
Caleb Williams.
That's fair.
But his passing yards are at 3,699.5 yards for 2026.
Okay.
He had 3,942 in 2025.
2025.
Yeah, it was a funny year. So he does lose DJ Moore, but he's got Luther Burden, Colston Loveland. They now have a year under their belt.
Yeah.
So are you going to go higher or lower for Caleb Williams at that 3,699.5?
I'm sure this is easy predicted. I mean, I very predictable
feel like I would
here.
be surprised if you don't go with what I'm thinking here.
Right. you got to go higher.
Of course.
I don't expect him to regress. He's got
Mhm.
another year under Ben Johnson's system as
Yes.
well, which will help. He'll be able to kind of give more input to Ben on what he does like, what he doesn't like. They'll be able to add in some more wrinkles.
Mhm.
And I truly think that he's going to be our quarterback that gets to that 4,000 passing yard season that the Bears have not had.
I'm
He was
hoping for it.
almost
he
there
was
last
so
year.
close. He was
58.
yards
Yeah.
shy.
Yeah.
Ugh.
So I think this year he gets it. Therefore, I think
Mhm.
it goes higher. The only, I mean, I don't want to throw this out here, but knock on wood, the only way he does not hit this number is if he gets injured, my opinion.
Well, we never say the I word. Come on.
Okay. Sorry.
Come on. Not for our Bears.
Not for our Bears. Other players, fuck them.
Hey.
Oh, and that's not what you meant?
All right. Well, I'm going to shift us with that. Shift us to rushing yards.
Yeah.
I'm going to take a look at Jahmyr Gibbs here. He's projected 1,249.5 yards. He had over 1,200. He had 1,223 yards last year and 1,412 yards. Wow.
What now?
Years ago. 2 years ago. It's been a day. I have to just, we're going to sidebar here.
Yeah, let's
I
sidebar.
have been on the phone for probably, oh gosh, I feel like it's been 9 hours today.
I can vouch for that because it was around, I was going to have a meeting at 2:00 for work, and I realized I don't think I ever heard you take a break for lunch.
Yeah.
And so I popped into your office and wrote a little note.
I'm on video. I'm
I
talking on a call, and
I-
you're passing me like
a little love
notes.
letter. Do you want me to make you lunch?
I was
And you're like, I can't.
and it was like almost 4 o'clock. I don't know. It was like almost 4 o'clock, or
What was that after my meeting? You're right.
It was after.
Yeah.
And I was like, why are you asking me if I want lunch? And I was like, oh yeah, I guess I haven't eaten today.
Yeah.
It's one of those days where I'm so preoccupied and
Sure.
I've been talking so much and my words are like, we're still going to do the pod, but I just might be a little all over the place on it.
That's fair. That's fair.
But anyways,
So,
not
1,412
not
years
yards.
ago.
No, yeah, not years ago. Let's get back on track. I'm
Yeah.
so sorry. So 1,412 yards 2 years ago.
Okay.
And then their offense and offensive line are much different than that 2 years ago where he was over 1,400 yards.
True.
So does he get back to his 2024 yards, or is 2025 the new trend? And I have strong opinions on this too.
Yeah, no, I was actually going to say higher, but then I remembered your words. You said the Lions are never not going to be a two-back system. They're still going to use, I mean, there's a reason they got Isaiah Pacheco, right?
Yeah.
They're going to use both backs. I do think Jahmyr Gibbs is very talented. I think that offensive line has taken a step back. Speaking of that offensive line, talk about sidebarring. Frank Ragnow, their former center, who he's the one, I don't know if you remember, played with the fractured throat. Played all through injuries.
It just makes me, I don't want to hear that again.
Okay. He made the decision to retire.
Mhm.
And because of his health, he was not put on you have to retire due to medical. It was his own decision. So the Lions decided that they were taking part of their signing bonus back, and they took some money back from him. And I just think that's a low-class move. This is a guy for 9 years. He has been on that field playing injured, multiple times playing injured, fighting through it for your team. He finally is at a point where he's like, guys, I can't do it anymore. And you're like, okay, give us some money back. Like, that just seems shitty to me.
Mhm.
Anyways, circling back, the offensive line has gone down. I do think this team is a little bit worse without Ben Johnson.
I was going to say 2 years ago, they had Ben Johnson.
Right. Yeah. And I think last year we saw that without Ben Johnson, it's not the same.
And now I do think he might have, no, I don't know.
I'm going lower. That's what I'm going lower.
I know people are saying, well, he's going to get so much more. It is still going to be a two-back system.
Yeah.
I just can't decide if he's going to. That's a very close. Like, if you're going to think that he's going to get more yards than last year just because they have Pacheco now, you're looking at 25 yards here. So you're betting he's not going to get that?
Well, and if you think about it, last year there was a lot of Dan Campbell sound bites saying, well, we need to use David Montgomery more. We've not used him enough. We need to use him. They didn't use him like Ben Johnson
Mhm.
did. And so the fact that they didn't use him, I think they're going to want to get back to spelling Jahmyr Gibbs more often. So I definitely think that's going to happen. Did you want to read the fun fact here?
You go for the fun facts.
Did you know Dr. Kellogg created cornflakes? This is a shout out to Jamie for this to prevent masturbation. Yeah, I eat a bowl every day. I don't. Anyways, fun fact. I did not know that. Dr. Kellogg.
Oh my goodness.
Interesting. So
Okay.
I'm going lower.
You're going lower. I don't know if I agree with you.
That's fine.
I think
You
I
don't
would
have to agree
take the
with me.
higher just because I don't know.
I like.
I don't think he's going to
controversy.
get the 1,400 yards or do better than his 1,400 yard season because this is, the offense just we saw it kind of decline a little without Ben Johnson.
Yeah. What was that number again? 1,249.5.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Are you recording this bet?
I am. I didn't
Between
do a
the two
good
of
job
us?
at writing them down last year.
Uh-huh.
All our disputes on stuff. I'm going to this year. We are keeping track, folks.
Good. Because
Yes.
That's what
We'll have a little brag board thing at the end of the year. See who had more.
I like
right.
this then. I'm going higher than the
Okay.
1,249.5.
All right. You're with me on Caleb, right? We're both higher there.
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
All right.
So I'm going to move forward here. We've gone on too many tangents here, Justin. Going under receiving, and I'm picking Puka Nacua.
Puka.
His number is currently at 1,349 receiving yards.
Okay.
His rookie season, he had 1,486 receiving yards. In 2024, he only played 11 games, and he finished with 990.
Okay.
Last year, he had 1,715 yards. So how do you feel about this one? If we're going to say that he's going to go under, then we're saying
Lower.
that lower. Sorry. Thank you for correcting me. So sorry. If
Don't
we're
get
going to
us fired
say
from Underdog.
that he's going to go lower,
Yeah.
you're talking about him getting like 300. I'm trying to do the math. 366 yards less. Is that right?
That's not right.
It's not right.
200 some, but it's almost 300 yards.
Some. What are you talking about? 1,700 to 1,349.
Yeah.
It's 200 and some. Yeah,
Right?
you're right.
Or is it 300?
266?
No, it's 300 some.
How dare you?
Anyways, no, you're talking about him
Yeah.
falling back 300 some yards in what is likely Matt Stafford's last year. They're going to be pedal to the metal. It's not like this guy just entered the league last year and they were like, oh, nobody knows how to cover. I mean, this is his third year. You still can't cover Puka Nacua. He is that good. I've heard some rumors floating around some other SGP shows that maybe he'll be a surprise trade during the draft. I disagree with that. I think it's a fun thing to consider, but they just made a big trade to get a cornerback and improve the defense for Matt Stafford to, get his one last shot. I don't think they're going to get rid of their best player. Puka is their best offensive player.
Absolutely.
So no, I don't think he's going to regress 300 yards. I'm going higher. Yeah.
I would agree with you.
All right.
So I wanted us to hit on a quarterback, a running back, and a receiver. Yeah. So do you have any other NFC ones that you're looking at right now?
Yeah. Jalen Hurts, rushing yards, the rushing quarterback, higher than 474.5 rushing yards. He's gone higher than this in 4 out of 6 seasons. So the statistics are good there. Also, I don't know when I became such a Bryce Young fan, but he continues to improve. They made the playoffs last year. They won their division. I think he improves again. I do think they'll draft him another receiver, more weapons. Bryce Young, higher than 3,999.5 yards. It's a low bar, right?
I didn't pull stats on this. So do you have his stats from last year?
He didn't reach it last year. I can tell you that. He was just under it. He was like 50 yards shy of it. I think he continues to improve, continues to get more confidence after winning the division.
I don't know. I don't know how I feel on it.
Well, I'm going higher.
Okay. All right. You go higher.
Not going to fight me on that one.
I'm not fighting you on it because I need to think more, but
fair enough.
That one, I don't know how I feel about it.
Fair enough. Before we talk a little AFC, I think is what you're switching up to next. Absolutely. I got to let you know we're brought to you by Kalshi. Kalshi is a real money prediction market, legal in a ton of states, and Kalshi has a ton of trading options for your favorite sports. New Kalshi customers get $10 when they use promo code SGPN. That's Kalshi, Kalshi, promo code SGPN.
We're also brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Underdog has you covered for Pick'em for almost every sport. Underdog has just increased their payouts. 2-pick entries now pay 3.5 times, and 3-pick entries now pay 6.5 times. And Underdog's got a brand new offer for new customers. Play just $5 and get $50 in bonus funds when you sign up with our promo code OFFSGPN.
All right, we're back. Speaking of Underdog,
Yes.
because obviously we're talking
That's what
Underdog.
we're talking.
Yes. I would like to cordially say, respectfully, fuck Iowa for not allowing Underdog to be active in their state. I did take a look at the UFL lines because Underdog has some UFL projections. It was just touchdowns, but the 2 guys I gave out, which, as you just told everybody, 2 would pay 3.5 times your money, right?
Yeah.
And a hit. And so fuck Iowa, because I couldn't place it because I'm in Iowa. And
you weren't this weekend.
There was a Friday night game, and that was one of the picks.
Okay.
Miss Tootie McRudy. I just don't understand. I mean, you can gamble on all the apps. You can go to the casino and gamble in Iowa, but you can't play Underdog. I don't understand it at all.
It's got to change.
So.
Okay. So, like you said, we're moving on to AFC now.
Yes.
So, Josh Allen's passing stat projection is currently...
Josh Allen?
I'm saying your name. Fine.
I'm just kidding.
J-Mark. If that's what you're...
J-Mark Josh Allen? What?
His passing stat projection, it's currently at 3,599.5.
Yes.
I know that you're a Josh Allen fan, so what do you think of that?
Yeah. Well, first of all, he's gone higher than this in the last 6 years. And now he gets a veteran receiver in DJ Moore, which I think is one of the better receiving options he has had. I know there's some opinions. Cody Z, the Patriots fan, after the Patriots did not get DJ Moore, said, well, he's washed anyways.
But he wanted him before he went to...
I don't know if he actually wanted him. There's just a lot of rumors. I'm not sure his opinions on that, but sorry.
I'm sure
Cody.
he's going to tell us.
Yeah, right. Cody will let us know. This is easy higher for me. I think Josh Allen goes higher than this. I think with DJ Moore, that offense just gets better.
Yeah, I agree with you. For rushing in the AFC, you were down on Ashton Jeanty coming into his rookie season last year, and he finished with 975. His rushing yard projection this year is 1,024.5 yards.
Yeah, so I was so down on that because if you look statistically or historically,
you had me convinced.
Yeah, historically, guys that had that big of a college workload did not do good their rookie year. Now maybe they picked it up and did okay after a couple years, but their rookie year they didn't. So I was down on it, and he went lower than all his projections. But that was last year. You got a new quarterback, a new coaching staff, new everything. So give me the higher.
All right.
You got to give me the higher. Jamie wanted to know, how much corn do you eat living in Iowa? I mean, not a ton, not as much sweet corn as we'd like. We did try to grow sweet corn last year. It did not.
We got that one sweet corn mushroom fungus.
We did. Yeah.
To grow
The fungus that
sells for
it sells for a lot per pound.
We didn't get enough of it on our corn, but it was weird to see that.
Yeah.
What was that called?
I can't remember what they call it. I'd have to look it up.
It's like a delicacy, and I'm sorry, but
it
does not look like a delicacy.
I was kind of bummed that when I went, I was like, okay, I'm going to harvest this today. And I went and it was spent. So
about the only time we really eat corn is sweet corn season. Like if we get some from my family's sweet corn.
Yeah.
Or Thanksgiving.
I mean, and I love sweet corn, but corn on the cob just sometimes is a pain in the ass.
It's not really
for me.
What, the shucking part? You want to shuck corn?
No, the eating and
the eating part.
Like it all gets in your teethers and stuff. That bothers me.
Oh my goodness.
But
no,
however,
we really don't eat a ton of corn.
Right. However, asking a corn question, we were just talking about Cody Zeeb, the Nebraska, and Iowa's got better corn, better football team, better basketball team.
Take that.
Hashtag sorry, Cody. I'm taking higher. I don't know if I said it right. I'm going higher on Ashton Jeanty's rushing total this year.
Alrighty. Well,
Jamie's got it. Corn smut.
Yes,
that is it. Yes.
Smut. It's not very appealing looking. Anyway, since we talked about Josh Allen, I'm gonna throw out DJ Moore here too.
Yeah.
So for DJ Moore's receiving projection right now, it's 749.5 yards.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts there?
And he had one of his worst years last year.
Yes, he did.
However, now I think he's back to being a wide receiver 1. And he's got Josh Allen, who has a big arm. I think that they are going to do a good job of making him kind of a focal point of the receiving game. And he doesn't have a lot of competition there. I mean, the problem the past couple years for Josh Allen has been the lack of receiving options. So it's not like he's got a lot of competition. I think higher than 749.5 yards. I think he gets higher than 750. Oh.
Okay.
Jamie putting in the name of it, the scientific name. I don't know how to say that.
I don't think that's the scientific name.
Well, that's
do you know what a scientific name is?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
It's like Amanita muscaria is the redwood. Huda la coche is what I'm going to go with. It's very popular in Mexico.
It's like saying like our dog's scientific name is Labrador Terrier.
Exactly.
No.
Oh, what is it then?
I don't know.
Labrador Terrier.
No.
Nope. All right. Get us back on track there, lady.
Sorry. But you're just never mind. This is off the we were gonna stay on track for these higher and lowers, and you're not doing a good job of keeping me on track.
Do I look scientific? Because I ain't.
Okay.
Anyway,
for the AFC, are there any others that you're targeting before we get to our whiskey madness final four?
Yeah, there's you might not like this one, but Nico Collins lower than 1,124.5. He's a great receiver, but I don't trust his health anymore. He's starting to get banged up more and more. I just don't trust his health. I'm not convinced CJ Stroud's all that anymore.
I know, unfortunately. I don't know, maybe he'll turn it around.
Maybe. And we've talked about the Bills multiple times now, Josh Allen, DJ Moore. You know that during the regular season, I love James Cook longest rush. I love that every game. I'm higher on his game numbers, so you got to give me higher than 1,199.5 rushing yards. He hit that last year. He's going to hit it again. So, and speaking of underdog, Jamie just took DJ Moore in the 5th round of his underdog draft. I like that. I like that. It's a good pick and good value in the 5th, I would say. Real quick, as you said, we are going to get to the Whiskey Madness, but before we do, I want to let you know that we're brought to you by Rhythm. Rhythm is your official data tool for dominating the madness of college hoops, and it did great in the NBA. It's doing great in the MLB. And if you're looking to go premium, I mean, these are just their model-based predictions for every games. You can build your own. You can go off of one of the AI models. It's fantastic stuff, and it takes the thinking work out of it, which is always appreciated by a guy like me. If you're looking to go premium, use promo code SGPN25 when you download the Rhythm app for 25% off your first month. Download Rhythm and use promo code SGPN25. We're also brought to you by Novig. Novig is America's #1 sports prediction market. At Novig, you're getting the best prices. Download the Novig app and get $50 when you spend $5 if you use our promo code SGPN25. Get in on the action with Novig promo code SGPN25. All right, we are back. Whiskey Madness. Interested to see who moves on to the championship, and that's right where we're getting. Let's just do a brief recap here in a second. Because like you said, we're down to 2 bourbons, we're down to 2 ryes, right?
Yeah.
And we want to know, if you want to know kind of how we got there, this was the narrowing it down to the final 4 here. So this isn't the full bracket because it won't all fit. This is when we had 4 bourbons left, 4 ryes left. And you picked Weller Special Reserve over Evan Williams Bottle and Bond, which you were happy about because you were nervous that you were going to pick Evan Williams Bottle and Bond again. And then you picked Willet Bourbon, or I picked, Willet Bourbon over 4 Roses single barrel. And then you picked Chicken Cock Rye over Ezra Brooks. So you got both those 8 seeds out of there. And I picked Willet Rye over Redwood Emerald Giant. So you will be doing Willet Special Reserve against Willet Bourbon, and I will be doing Chicken Cock against Willet Rye. I did want to bring something up real quick.
Okay.
We seeded these by pricing, right?
Yeah, of course.
And so I was looking because obviously we know the number 1 seeds, the $100 bottles are out. We know the 8 seeds, the $20-some bottles are out. But I was looking at what's left. So for the bourbons, Weller Special Reserve, $57. Willet, $60. For the Ryes, Willet, $60. Chicken Cock, $60. Apparently $60 is a sweet spot of good whiskey.
Well, and that, like, I know $60 can be more. I consider it like your mid shelf, because you've got your like $20, $30 bottles,
right?
And you've got your like your $100 plus bottles on the top shelf, but that's 60 right in the middle. I think there's a ton of good whiskey there if you don't want to spend $100 plus. Like,
right. Agreed.
Who's got that?
Right.
But and then if you want something a little more special than your bottom shelf whiskey.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of good $30 bottles of whiskey out there.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt.
But yeah, I found that interesting. We whittled it down, and our winners so far are that mid, like, bottom shelves out, top shelves out. It's interesting.
Yeah, it is. Absolutely. Well, you're going to try our bourbons. Yes. I'm going to try the Ryes, but for our final 2 bourbons, if you want to start, I'm going to talk a little bit about them.
Okay.
And kind of go into some background. Now, if you've watched the previous episodes of our Whiskey Madness tournaments, we've just given you a little bit, and then the whiskeys that advanced, you got a little bit more on them. We're diving even deeper this time. So you're between Willet Bourbon and Weller Special Reserve. Let's talk about Willet first. The Willet Distillery has been open for nearly 90 years now. It was established in 1936 by Thompson Willet, but the family's whiskey started long before that. His father and grandfather taught him how to make fine whiskeys using the best ingredients. It all started with John David Willet, who was born in 1841. Yes, that was before I was born. Over his lifetime, he distilled whiskey at 4 different Kentucky distilleries. And then they got the Willet Distillery. Located in Bardstown, Kentucky, the first barrel of whiskey was placed in the rickhouse to age back in 1937. And then in the 1940s, they introduced Old Bardstown, Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey. Now, I'm going to stop on the Willet history there because Miranda's going to pick it up when I'm trying the Rye. But let's talk about the Weller Special Reserve. Weller dates back to 1849, another very old named whiskey, when William LaRue Weller founded the W.L. Weller and Brothers, which was later changed to W.L. Weller and Sons, and they started making bourbon. They were one of the first to use wheat instead of rye in the mash bill, with the idea of creating a softer, smoother style of bourbon. Now, Weller is currently made by Buffalo Trace, and you say, wow, what does Buffalo Trace make besides Weller and Buffalo Trace? Well, they make Buffalo Trace, W.L. Weller, Eagle Rare, Sazerac Rye, E.H. Taylor, Blanton's, Old Rip Van Winkle, Elmer T. Lee, Stagg. A lot of good whiskeys coming out of that distillery. It's America's oldest continuously operating distillery, and it's been running since 1775, which is unbelievable. And then kind of a cool fun fact, in 2013, Buffalo Trace was designated a National Historic Landmark. So I know you've done a little bit of tasting of each of these. Do you have any thoughts yet, or are you still kind of going through it?
I know what the winner is.
You already know the winner.
I do.
I would like to point out too, we often forget to have our little tasting notes. This is a nice little card from Blind Barrel when we did the Blind Barrels thing. Nice, you gotta check out Blind Barrels if you haven't yet. But
you have a whiskey tasting wheel somewhere too.
I do. He's right over there. Yeah,
she is right over there.
She's right over there. No. Is there anything that specific that you're picking up off of either of them? Was this an easy choice? I felt like you made a quick decision.
Because I tried whatever this one was. What did you do?
There's a squiggly line and then 2 vertical type marks.
Squiggly line.
Yeah.
I tried that first, and it had a ton of character, and it smells a little kind of caramely, but like toasted caramely.
Okay.
I can't figure out what else I'm picking up. There's just a lot. It's a complex smell.
Okay.
And then
I have a complex smell as well. Don't joke on your whiskey.
It's extremely, oh gosh. I feel like this is the Willet. Like, I just know it's the Willet. Because,
how do you know that?
It's that pot still.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Which one are you drinking? The 2 bars or the
squiggly
circle? Okay.
It has like this, like, there's so much character there, and I can't figure out like what I'm tasting. I'm not doing a very good job here, but it's a little sweet. It's got definitely, you're drinking a bourbon, but it's like a very complicated bourbon. And to me, I feel like we find a lot of bourbons that don't have enough complexity for me.
Yeah.
Which is why I like Ryes.
Yeah, for sure.
There's
a lot that where it's just like a vanilla caramel sweetness, one of the other and oak.
On this one, I smell it just smells like a solid bourbon.
Okay.
And I don't know how else to describe that right now.
Like a traditional, more traditional. Okay.
Kind of. And then when I taste it, though, there's a lot of grain.
Okay.
It's a lot of grain.
A lot of grain.
There's a subtle caramelness to it, and oak. But I know from the grain, it's a wheated bourbon, and it's Weller.
Weller. Okay.
And this is your squiggly line. Am I correct in those two?
Well, which one are you picking first?
I'm picking the squiggly line, not the line. Whatever.
Not the 2 bars.
Yeah, whatever you did here. Why can't you just do like a number it or something, or make an actual shape?
See, I worry that you'll think too much into like, well, if he labeled 1 and 2, 1 will be the higher seed.
Yeah, so then do like, I don't know, 2 random letters or numbers or something.
You are pickling. You're picking the circle-y squiggle, right? Yes, that is the Willet.
You're so official.
I know.
I knew it right. I thought I had a feeling it was that one, but when I tasted it, I was like, oh, this is good. And it's really easy to sip. The Weller has a lot more heat. Did you talk about, I know we've talked previously about these proofs, but
yeah, I didn't this time because that's in previous. If you want the proofs, you're going to have to go to the previous episodes.
I thought these might be similar in proof though. That's what I'm saying. And for like drinkability, like obviously the Willet is warming, but this one packs a little bit more heat. The Weller does. But I could just tell as soon as I went from the first one I tried to the Weller.
Yeah.
I knew immediately I was trying Weller because it had just that wheat. And I tend to, this might be a little bit of my own bias, but I really do feel like the Willet bourbon has so much more character and it's intriguing. And it's like, you want to keep trying it to figure out like, what are these different notes or what am I tasting here? And I definitely think it's the way that the Willet is made and everything that gives it its character.
So the Willet bourbon, which is $60 when we looked it up, advances to the championship.
And I'm really surprised by that. I kind of thought I would pick Weller because I've always said, oh, Weller, it is a good bourbon. It's a good bourbon. Don't get me wrong. It obviously made it to the Final Four for a reason.
Right. Absolutely. Shall we move on to the Ryes?
Yeah, let's do it.
You ready for me to do a little tastings?
Yeah. So I'll start with Willet here and to pick up where you left off.
Wait a minute. You gave me shit. And I have
because you labeled my communion cups for me.
I just put a left and a right.
Yeah, but I didn't want that today. Oh. I was gonna have a different.
So I have a house and a block.
Yeah. You don't have a house and a block.
Looks like a house and a block.
Regardless, you have a filled in rectangle and a not filled in rectangle. Regardless. I didn't like that you labeled it for me and chose what my symbols on the bottom of the tasting cups were.
I just went with what you've used the whole damn tournament.
Yeah, well, now that you did it for me, I'm against it. It's like, how dare he make assumptions? Because today I wasn't going to do it. So I was going to throw you and not do left and right because I felt like I was putting in the left. I don't know. I just wanted to just
see you. That gets in my head. Like, yeah. Okay.
So I was changing it up and then you decided for me. So
sorry.
Teach you.
You know what? I was trying to be helpful.
We don't need to argue right now. So to talk about the Willets picking up from, just kind of exactly where you left off. In 1964, the Willet Distillery received a gold medal from the Kentucky governor for their Old Bardstown product. In the 1990s, they released a small batch boutique bourbon collection, including Rowan's Creek, Noah's Mill, Kentucky Vintage, and Pure Kentucky. The distillery then became dormant after all that for a short period. And it wasn't until like 2003 that Thompson Willet's grandson, Drew Colsfeen, joined the family business. and he had studied distillation in Montreal, Quebec, and
Go Canada.
go Canada. And
Shout out to our Canadian listeners. Sorry.
because we
Go
do
on.
have those.
Yeah.
And he was the distiller responsible for bringing back the dormant distillery and introducing the Willett pot still, as well as the Willett family estate whiskeys and the rye. They weren't released at that time, though, but he did start working on them. And then in 2008, the Willett pot still that I tried made its debut in the pot still shaped bottle, and the bottled rye that Justin's trying with one of his two here was introduced. So from there, I'm going to move on to give some more background on the chicken cock rye. And Chicken Cock's original distillery was purchased in 1855 in Paris, Kentucky. At the time, James A. Miller purchased an incomplete distillery and completed construction on it in 1856. Unfortunately, though, just 4 years after opening his new distillery, Miller died at the young age of 42. And his former clerk, George White, purchased the rights to the brand and the operation. So after his passing, there was a public advertisement that was for J.A. Miller's Chicken Cock Whiskey due to Miller's farming roots. And where the chicken cock, I guess, comes in is that roosters were symbols of defiance and pride. And the more common phrase for a rooster at the time was chicken cock. So because that name was so unforgettable and stands out, and for maybe other reasons, they use that name to this day. I mean, who doesn't want to name their whiskey chicken cock?
I will say one thing about that is you'd never forget it.
You don't forget it.
Right.
And their bottle, like, kudos to them for their bottles, because you don't forget those either. And those stand out on a shelf. And
making me nervous, by the way. You're swinging your arm and you've about hit your whiskey multiple times.
I'm sorry. And I have, like, my nose, like, itches because of allergies and everything. And I'm like,
I'll get it
all
for
over.
you.
No, get out of here. I need to just put my hands back down. This is like when I start fidgeting
With stuff.
and you're like, shut up.
No, I'm just worried you're going to spill that whiskey all over your computer.
I can see it. I've been known to do that.
Yeah.
So you are rightfully worried.
Anyways, I'm sorry to interrupt.
You are. You are sorry.
I am.
Okay. So I was saying anyway about the bottles. You have another chicken cock bottle behind us. It's the what is that?
That's the double oak Kevin Kisner.
So it doesn't have that like
edition.
honeycomb, like, what do you call it when it sticks out on the glass?
Just raised.
Raised honeycomb on the bottle, but it does have a very unique like pattern that's raised on the bottle. The bottles make you want to grab them and touch them and feel them. and then then buy them. So the name, the bottle, there's a lot that you want me to get back on track. So
The bottles make you want to grab them and touch them.
And buy them.
And then buy them. For me, it's just the straight to the buy them, like, oh, that looks really cool. It'd be cool on the bar. But anyways.
It would be cool.
Yeah.
On the bar. So anyway, the name, it's unforgettable. It stands out. And they still obviously use that name to this day. And unfortunately, after all this, after a distillery fire and prohibition and other issues, the distillery faded away in the 1950s. And that was until 2011 when Grain and Barrel Spirits founder Maddie Antilla, did I say that correctly, Justin?
As far as I'm
rediscovered
concerned.
the brand while visiting a museum in Bardstown and wanted to revive it. So we got through that. I made it through, Justin. Are you proud of me?
I am. So this is interesting because one of these smells better than the other, but we're not doing this based on smell. We're doing this based on palatability.
Taste. The smell, obviously plays a part of it, but it's not what wins it.
Yeah, because this one is very, I feel like I'm smelling a baked cake.
Baked cake? What kind of cake?
Smell that, and like a baked birthday cake is what I'm kind of getting. Just these nice
chocolate.
Yeah, you're right. But a baked chocolate cake, does it not smell like that with the frosting and everything? Now the taste isn't like that. The taste, I get more of kind of a little bit of orange, some rice spice. It is very good. It is not my winner though. I will say that.
I am predicting. Oh, I can't predict.
Don't predict. Yeah. Just seeing if I get, and there is a little hint of leather in that one, but not as much as there is in this one. This one, you get the leather, you get rye spice, you get, I'm looking at the tasting wheel here. It says cigar box wood. I was going to say almost a smoky cigarness, but maybe that is a good way because it is definitely a wood forward as well.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe it's some of that cigar box wood. But this one is very good. They're both very good. Don't get me wrong. This was a close one, but I do like this one better. Tasting it, this is your house one. It was the left.
It was left, then I drew a bunch of lines out from it.
A house.
I guess if you're looking at it upside down, it's a house.
So who did I pick as my winner?
You picked chicken cock.
Okay, interesting.
Mhm.
I thought I was going to pick Willet.
I thought you would too.
Yeah.
I knew I couldn't taste these because I would pick chicken cock. So interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you would pick chicken cock. Okay.
It has that. It reminds me of Balcones Texas Rye in a way.
Yeah.
It's not as leather heavy, and like there's something about like the Texas whiskey that is characteristic of the Texas whiskey if you've had Texas whiskey.
Right.
But that doesn't have the Texas characteristic in it, is what I'm trying to say. But it has that leather like tasting notes that just are an absolute win for me.
So the chicken cock is also $60. So we are going to have next week.
This is a good matchup because
chicken
these
cock
are
rye
two
versus Willet
really good
bourbon.
Like what I see is the character, unique characters won out.
Yeah, absolutely. Now it would have been, don't get me wrong, it would have been really cool to have Willet versus Willet. But and I kind of thought that's what I was going to pick
Willet
based
Rye
on my
is
past
a lot of
presence.
character too. But
It
I
is.
think
It's very
like,
good.
Either way, on the rye side, you have really good characteristics coming out in the whiskey, facing, in my opinion, a bourbon that has so much character.
Yeah, for sure. They're all great. I will say that, all very good. Chicken cock for the win. That'll be our final chicken cock versus the Willet bourbon. And we've talked a little bit about, because obviously we're both going to try this. What if we have different opinions? Then
the
it goes to
tiebreaker is an old fashioned made with. So we have to come ready to next week with an old fashioned made with each of these blind for each of us. So we're gonna have like 4 old fashions.
Okay.
Because I have a feeling it's gonna come down to a tiebreaker.
You think
Just
so?
knowing us, I think we will. I think
Yeah.
it'll be a tiebreaker. Maybe it won't.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
I mean, they're both very good, so we will see. It'll be interesting. We will do that next week. We're going to have some draft coverage going on coming up in April. The draft is like 3.5 weeks away, maybe a little more than that. It's April 23rd, I believe, is the kickoff. We'll be getting you ready for that as far as, bets for the draft or just bets for teams and everything like that, and just covering it in general, fantasy football-wise, all that stuff. So
yeah.
Anything else you wanted to add before we get up on out of here?
No, I'm good. This has been fun.
This has been fun. Thank you, everybody, for joining. We appreciate it. Don't forget to thumbs up this if you get a chance. Give us a 5-star review on Spotify. That really helps. And share with a friend. Say, hey, you gotta check out these 2 whiskey drinkers that are talking a little NFL football, because what's better than football and whiskey, right?
Right.
All right. Nothing. Everybody have a good night. Cheers, y'all.
Microphone in the ride, you ready for some football tonight? Pull it up, light it up, crank that sound. Old-fashioned football, we holding it down. J-Mark and Miranda, that power play combo, talking NFL fire, whiskey in the bottle. Bring the ice, cause they dropping heat. Barrel strength bet, knock you off your seat.
Yo, game time, baby. Grab your glass and your phone. Keeping up with stats, single barrel picks, taking over the zone. Props and parlays, blowing up like code. They decode the league like a whiskey mode. Old-fashioned football, that's the crew, that's the fam. J-Mark and Mark, you know who I am. 200 episodes deep, grind so fine. Old-fashioned flavor, age like fine wine.
Horrors and NFL drama. What? Turn it up, yeah. Hard news, BT, bring the fire. Come on, old-fashioned football.
Never die.
Drums and NFL drama. What? Turn it up, yeah. Hard news, BT, bring the fire. Come on, old-fashioned football.
Never die.
Casual, cool, no suit, no script. Me and Mark twisting that whiskey drip. Chats lit up, community tight. Follow followers riding through the Monday night.
Week previews, recaps, bet in motion, pure devotion, no dilution potion. NFL talk bold, unruly. They rock the mic, raw, keep it truly.
Pour another drop, yeah, let it burn. Lines twist up, whoa, watch them turn. Drop that beat, make it shake, no fake, all steak, old fashioned take. What? Say it again, old fashioned.
Louder.
Say it again, old fashioned.
Family,
Football, whiskey,
respect,
whiskey,
respect.
old fashioned football. Say it again, old fashioned.
Louder.
Say it again, old fashioned.
Family,
Whiskey,
respect,
whiskey,
respect.
old fashioned football. We ride or die. Yeah. J. Mark, Miranda, represent forever.
Whiskey in hand, feel alive. Prop it, papping, Beppis collide, old fashioned football. We ride.